मैं महेश गुलानी और शुरू करता हूं कि जोड़ने वाले को मान मिलता है, जोड़ने वाले को मान मिलता है, तोड़ने वाले को अपमान मिलता है। ठीक है ना? जोड़ने वाले को मान मिलता है, तोड़ने वाले को अपमान मिलता है। और जो खुशियां बांट सके, जो खुशियां बांट सके दुनिया में, उसे सम्मान मिलता है। जी हाँ। Channel is Guru Gyan. I'm Mahesh Gulani, and today's subject is IVF, the full form of which is in vitro fertilization. In vitro fertilization today is as common as you sneeze in the market. Yes, 15, 20 years back when Nicole Kidman, Beyonce, and all these celebrities were going for IVF and having their babies in this method in India, we used to wonder, what is it and will it come to India ever? But yes, today IVF is so common in India. It's very common in India, and in fact, India is earning a lot of foreign exchange through a lot of people coming from other countries near India and even as far as West Africa and Africa. Yeah. So now, what is in vitro fertilization? It scares many. In fact, you would think probably it's like a rocket science. Women are scared to even think about this. But if yes, there's a big question that IVF is only a method that should be used when all your other normal procedures and methods have failed. When I say normal, means the way a baby comes in a very organic way without using any other methods, scientific methods, then you can go for IVF. Now, why does one go for IVF? There are many reasons. The women is not conceiving, she has some issues, hormonal issues, or kind of when the menopause has started much earlier in life, and also when you have reached a certain age. A certain age where one thinks that a woman can't conceive is normally 40. Uh, but it's seen that in these days, women many years plus 40 are also conceiving. But in that, the method is that the egg has to be borrowed from a much younger woman. Uh, Now, I'll tell you that the IVF is a widely used assisted reproductive technology, that is ART, that helps individuals and couples with infertility issues to conceive a child. Success, if you would like to know, yes, success rates of IVF are based on various factors, including the age of the woman. The age of a woman is around 30, 30 plus, then the success rate, naturally, you will understand, is more. Uh, then the quality of the egg and also semen. Now, I'll talk about this, the sperm, a little later. And also, what depends on the success is also the expertise of the uh, clinic. Yeah, some clinic which has had so many operations and has tried so many people that their success rate is very good. In India, in places like Pune, Bombay, Kolkata, there have been more than 2 lakhs success rate, and they claim that we've had 2 lakhs babies through this method. It's okay. They are very tried and tested methods. Now, if if it's bothering you that the cost is and cost must be very high, I would think the cost is there. Yes, because there are a lot of things. The woman is prepared to conceive a baby, so 3 months before that, she's made ready. She's given injections. She's put her on a kind of a hospital's diktat, and it costs. And then you have uh, vitamins, you have to take iron, you have to take calcium, and these are given through injections. And if you have a very thin lining in your womb, then that is also made a bit thicker through a lot of artificial methods. Now that costs. But then still again, let me tell you this, that almost all countries in the world today have that IVF method of reproducing children for women or for couples who can't get babies. India is the cheapest. Yes, you'll be surprised. And do you know which is the next country after India? It's Thailand. So what happens is that you are under the hospital care for 4 months. They say that 3 to 4 months when you've conceived a baby through IVF, through our methods, then we will look after this for the first 3 4 months, and once the baby is all set and ready, and heartbeat is normal and everything else is okay, then you can go to your own gynae, and then the cost relatively comes much lesser. But like I said, if the woman's age is older, and you want the baby very badly, then you have to bear these expenses. But look, you have to compare. A baby coming into your life is so much more valuable than the money which you can easily earn again, right? Now, the third you would probably question is the process. The process involves several steps, including ovarian stimulation, egg retrieval, fertilization in the lab, embryo culture, and embryo transfer. When you do embryo culture and transfer, which means you actually are getting good babies to be coming into this world, the chances are that, though of course there is no confirmed confirmation that it is like that, but it's said that the babies are better quality, uh, relatively. The process can be physically and emotionally demanding, requiring commitment and patience from the individuals going through this treatment, including the husband. Now, the support. Now, you would talk about the support. Infertility can be challenging and emotional journey. You have to be prepared, both of you, the husband and the wife. It is important for individuals and couples considering IVF to seek support from healthcare professionals, counselors, and support groups to navigate this process. You can also ask me questions, and I'm also a healthcare professional. Uh, After you watch this video, you can put in your questions, and I'm sure you will have a lot of FAQs. FAQ, which means the frequently asked questions. Uh, what are the alternative options? In addition to IVF, there are other ART procedures and options available for individuals and couples struggling with infertility, such as intrauterine insemination, egg or sperm donation, and of course, surrogacy. One or two more methods, but these are the ones that uh, people would love to go. Now, remember, every individual and couple's journey with infertility is unique. Yes, I must repeat this once again, that remember, every individual and couple's journey with infertility is unique. And it's essential to approach the process with care, patience, and support. You need support. Yes. Um, like I said, India is cheapest. So wherever you are, you can compare. If you're in a particular city, you can compare with other cities. I've seen the rates in Calcutta, in Pune, are relatively cheaper than in other cities. I have not have made a research, but generally finding out it is like this. And if people are coming to India from abroad, from many places, near and far also, that means India is cheaper in any center for that matter. Uh, Now, you would like to know that I'm sure a lot of women who are watching this video are wanting to know that they're menopausing, and is the method of IVF to produce a child after menopause possible? Yes, a woman after menopause who cannot conceive naturally, because menopause marks the end of the reproductive years and the cessation of ovulation. However, with the help of IVF, using donor eggs, you have to have donor egg, and a donor who's giving the egg should be a young woman. Yes, a post-menopausal woman can still carry a pregnancy and give birth. The success rates of IVF using donor eggs in post-menopausal women can be relatively high, yes, as the age of the egg donor is more significant than the age of the woman carrying the pregnancy. Now, you have so many women these days. I recently heard of a celebrity woman of 50 producing a baby through this method of IVF in Punjab. So it's important to note that the decision to pursue IVF treatment, especially in cases involving post-menopausal women, should be made in consultation with a very qualified fertility specialist who can provide guidance based on individual circumstances and medical history. Now, you would like to know uh, that you've suggested this method of IVF, and you said it's okay, go ahead. There's no harm, and in fact, you get a baby, and a good baby, and a healthy baby, because there are these specialists who see your embryo, the quality. If it has any issues, it's told to you and destroyed. Thank God, as long as India is not banning this, you can take advantage of this. Now, there are so many celebrities who have had babies this way. I don't know whether you know or not. Farah Khan, who's the choreographer, had three babies. Yes, I must tell you here that the chances of getting twins here in the IVF method is much, much more. In fact, 70 to 80%, the chances are that you will have two or more babies, maybe three, yeah. But single baby, also, there are a lot who have got single baby. That depends on you. But don't think that this is always a dream of a rich person, a person who has a lot of money. No, you can go and also. And Farah Khan was one. Amir Khan is the other one. And Akshay Kumar, who has now the 18-year-old young, handsome son, has also got this child through IVF. Shilpa Shetty, always in the news, also had her son through IVF. And the single males also become fathers through IVF, or other systems which I talked about, surrogacy. And Akshay Khanna, Tushar Kapoor, Karan Johar, the very famous Karan Johar, also has twins through this method, and the children are very nice and good. So you don't have to be sad if you're not conceiving. And one thing I've noted, that these days, because the lifestyle is fast, strenuous, and you going in for smoking, drugs. I'm not only talking about men, even the women are probably having issues that they do not and are not capable of conceiving and have to use these methods. And as the days go by, this is becoming more common. And I wouldn't be surprised that almost 30% of the babies born in the cities, I'm talking about main cities where you have a lot of strain, may have babies through IVF. And But that's the way life is. Now, the sperm I talked about earlier, it's little less, but even these days, males who go in for a lot of smoking, drugs, strain, not sleeping well, no hygienic food, also have very less sperm count. Even one who does a lot of gymming, cycling, for instance, can have these issues. So there are medicines to increase the sperm, and which is not so difficult, but it's there as well. So men, don't think that the problem always is with women. These days, it's also with men. Yeah. So this is what I talked about was IVF. I'll talk more. I would want you to ask me questions. What would you like to know? Please, आप लोग IVF का system को adopt कीजिए. There's no harm. Yes, it does cost. You have to be ready. If I were to make a fair estimate, maybe a minimum 2 lakhs are required from the day you start the process till the arrival of the baby. That's a minimum. But then, there are people who have gone through with the help from the hospital and things like that, even can be relatively cheaper. But of course, look at the cost. Look at the beauty of getting a baby. Don't you think it's worth it? And when you say if it's worth it, आप तो फिर भी कभी भी कमा सकते हो ना. लेकिन बेबी तो एक बार आपने नहीं अगर जन्माया या वो बेबी आपकी लाइफ में नहीं आया तो आपने बहुत कुछ खोया मेरे हिसाब से. क्यों? ठीक बोला मैंने? ये देखिए क्या बोल रही है.